Hello, and thank you for viewing Group 1's presentation on Strategic Management Competitive Advantage. Our team consists of Michael Casada, Tanisha Hayes, Kelly Rogers, and me, Darrell Gravel. This presentation will cover various aspects of strategy to gain a competitive advantage, as well as analyze two powerhouse companies that have enjoyed long-term success by implementing these methods. Companies must develop a business strategy to implement certain actions to achieve their business goals and objectives. One of the main goals for any business in any market is to gain an advantage over their competitors. A competitive strategy takes into account the business strategy aspects of a long-term plan. An effective strategy will help set them apart from the competitors and give them the advantage. Advertising campaigns typically attempt to harm the reputation, goods, and services of competitors. A solid competitive strategy is necessary for any company that wishes to be a contender in the market that has heavy competition for consumer demand. And an objective of a competitive strategy is to generate a competitive advantage by increasing customer loyalty. Michael Porter, who is a Harvard business professor and a leading authority on company strategy, created 5 forces of competitive strategies, which explain how industries are affected by various forces. Number 1 is the threat of established rivals, the long-term mainstay of rivals within an industry. Number 2 is the threat of substitutes. There is always a threat of a generic, less expensive product gaining a foothold in any company's market. Number 3 is the threat of customer power. Customers become more powerful when industries have high fixed costs, when customers have information readily available for rival products, and when companies market to a small customer base. Number 4 is supplier power. If there are a few companies in the world that can supply your company with raw materials or expertise that you need, then they have the leverage over your company. Number 5 is the threat of new entrants and entry power. Now, the market can be more difficult for new companies to enter if say the government creates barriers or patents protect proprietary knowledge. So on the other hand, it can be easier to enter if certain industries all share common technology, small brands can become franchises, and every company has access to large-scale distribution channels. Companies use various competitive strategies, including standard customized strategies, to allow for better individual industry adaptability. There are 3 strategies under the standard category, which are cost leadership, differentiation, and price strategy. Cost leadership refers to a company that wants to become the lowest cost production company in their industry. To do this, companies have 2 options to improve their profits: either increase sales or decrease their overall operating and product costs. These strategies focus on acquiring high quality materials at the lowest price possible. The differentiation competitive advantage strategy is used when companies want to differentiate their goods or services from competitors within their industry. With that in mind, there are 2 different types of differentiation. There's actual or perceived. So actual differentiation refers to product creation that's not available in the regular consumer marketplace. And then perceived differentiation refers to how consumers, they're based on their perception of products. Through effective advertising, companies can meet customer expectations utilizing these 2 methods of differentiation here. Now, many companies use pricing strategies to obtain a competitive advantage, and there's various aspects of how to do this. Now, penetration is one strategy, and that is a strategy that entails using low introductory prices to help generate consumers' willingness to try a new product, then increasing the price of that product to its normal price once that product has a solid spot in the market. The economy pricing tactic involves selling a basic product for the lowest price possible with no planned price increase. Economy pricing is aiming for quantity, not quality, for the most part. If a company is the first to offer a type of product, then they're using skimming. They have the advantage there. Skimming is when a new product starts out at a really high price until other companies offer a similar product, which will then may force the first company to lower prices to stay competitive. Bundling refers to getting customers to purchase more than one item and create brand loyalty and higher sales, such as cable companies bundling the cable, the internet, and the phone wrapped up in one monthly bill. And then promotional pricing is when companies use tactics like a buy one get one free, the BOGO, or product add-ons to temporarily drive up sales. Customized strategies denotes companies that may use any combination of strategies to fit various unique situations within their industry. There are various ways to stake out a good market position. A company must first decide on where they will focus. So they can focus on one or two geographical locations or international brand recognition. Once that is determined, the company must figure out if they want to have a standard strategy to apply internationally or develop individual strategies targeted more at each of their geographical markets. It is important to note that there is no one best strategy for every company. Almost any thoroughly thought out plan can work, given that it is not exactly the same as competitors and is better or stronger overall. Rival companies have a direct impact on a company's performance strength. Results depend upon market analysis, planning, and the decisions made by each company, and decisions must be in line with the company's goals to promote overall success. Our first example of a major company that uses these strategies is Apple Incorporated. Now, Apple dominates the tech market with computer, tablet, laptop, cell phone, and MP3 player devices. Apple is a great example of a company utilizing a sustainable competitive advantage to maintain their coveted title of industry leader. Now, to say that, but most notably, they're on the Forbes 2012 lists at number 26 for most innovative companies in the world, number 26 in overall sales, number 2 in profits, and number 1 in market value. They have a wide range of major competitors to include Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and some Samsung. So they're constantly having to innovate and bring out new product lines and technology. So their competitive advantage, let me back up. In the past year, Apple has launched several new products such as the iPhone 5, the iOS 5, and iTunes 11. Their competitive advantage is very strong because their technology intertwines all of their products, meaning that all Apple products interact with one another. For instance, an iPhone can download music, pictures, etc., which can then be moved and stored on an iPad or other Apple device using iCloud technology that they develop. So everything works hand in hand. Instituting these more user-friendly options to share information over multiple devices actually strengthens customer demand and promotes brand loyalty. Our next example of a successful company is the Coca-Cola Company. They are currently the world's largest beverage manufacturer. They have over 500 different beverage brands and boasts over 20 million customers worldwide. Moreover, the Coca-Cola logo is the most widely recognized brand in the world. Their executives use various competitive strategies to maintain their status as the world's premier beverage producer. Coca-Cola uses differentiation to stand out among competing brands. They're constantly adding new assortments to their current products, as well as creating new product lines. Coca-Cola also acquires smaller companies to further expand their beverage enterprise. To help maintain their competitive advantage in the industry, they continuously look for new ways to strengthen their current market strategies and sales capabilities to meet the ever-changing market demands. In addition to the strategy already mentioned, the company also implements a go-to market strategy. So they maintain an in-depth look at their distribution model to evaluate and ensure that they are meeting customer demands in the various geographic markets that they cater to. So just as Apple does, Coca-Cola creates a high level of competitive advantage by constantly addressing consumers' wants to sustain customer loyalty. So in summary, we have covered various topics for competitive advantage, such as what is a competitive strategy, Porter's 5 forces of competitive strategies, competitive advantage, the strategies to gain that advantage, as well as examples of companies who have successfully employed these strategies. At this time, that concludes our presentation. Have a great day.